Good evening, pioneers. Or whatever it is, wherever you are. Might be a little bit late, but I'm feeling kind of good, and hopefully just making a few extra power plants isn't going to be too big of a thing. We've currently got some mostly untapped coal. I mean, I used a little bit for the filters, but that's a relatively infrequent manufacturing. The exact position I'll probably have to move when we. Actually, that used rubber, so that could put well. I said I could move to the other side. That's gonna get farther from the coal. So. Actually, well, sometimes I think that I want to just have an empty hand. Oh, can I not actually have an empty hand? To do that, I would have to actually probably... Huh. I'd swear I'd seen, like, people running... Maybe you have to have everything off to get true empty hands. Oh, maybe you have to jump. Okay. Just regular run motions don't do it. Oh, that's right. They always put it in the same slot. That's like emergency, but... Nope. To get empty hands, you actually have to unequip. Oh, nope. Oh, no, because that was my current item. Yeah, not necessarily something worth messing with very often, but... So it might be nice to not have something in your face all the time. Alright. Do I need any materials? I think I've sort of sorted stuff. Coal... Like, manufacturers need some of these. Coal plants don't. So we've already got the miners. I don't know how many of these I want. I think those were a bunch of 60s. Which is like 4 coal plants. I was slightly overclocking to get more. Maybe we start with that. Or if I overbuilt, I could just not turn on the water right away. Because the water is going to be overhead. And then we'll just need, like, generally cable and belts and pipes. That's a whole bunch of reinforced plates. Oh, this is where I can also, perhaps just as importantly, say what I don't need. Order of 280. I gonna need T2 belts for anything? Only if I start boosting the coal plants. I'm starting to feel like I'm gonna run out of space here. Alright, heavy frames, well, we've got them being manufactured now, albeit slowly. That doesn't currently involve modular frames. I could see using them. I'm also making quartz oscillators now. Motors would depend on if I decide to do any oil expansion stuff. I don't know if I need this many, but I probably am going to be running some belts. Maybe I should have like one stack of those, but... Screws I probably don't need for miscellaneous building things. Maybe if I need to build some other stuff. Bunch of cable will be good for building power stuff. Okay, so we've got those. It's gonna use a lot of rods for things. I hopefully won't be fighting too much stuff, because I'm starting to get that area somewhat settled. I could maybe top off my existing stacks without necessarily adding new ones? Pipes can be down there. I could probably work on rewriting some of this stuff just to have a more convenient drop zone. We're gonna be doing a bunch of piping stuff. And we're really just piping within our local area. I don't think we're gonna be doing anything long distance. Oh, actually, I've got pipes in the explosives plant. Which I really should expand the steel production there sometime. I think we kind of got coal going to waste there. And I mean, for that matter, the explosives are stopped most of the time, so... we're just not using it for anything. Oh, rotors I don't have, though. That was probably the oil network, because it was a little dodgy before. So I could see one of those things hitting the limit there. Hence why we need to boost it. No, this is actually rotors. That's stators. Wait a minute. Rotors are coming from... Alright, from back here. Oh, you know what? This isn't my rotor... Well, there is a storage here. It's not... I could have gotten these base, though. Hey, Emerald Bot, how's it going? I just lost power somewhere. I've got a pretty good suspicion where. Any faster transportation system? Not than this, I don't think. For materials, there's faster belts. I just tend to figure I'll let it run. Oh, yeah, I might actually be able to do trains. I'm trying to get the stuff I've got settled first. Yeah, I've seen people doing cannons. I didn't want to spend the power on it. Well, some places have some surplus power. Maybe it'd be nice to get a little boost before some of the hills. Alright, do we... Well, we can top off one. Oh, not yet. Well, I'm gonna be doing some things that might, I guess, involve piping. So I don't. It was not on my list, but maybe. So this stuff was running before. I don't know if just restarting it would work. But depending on which one run out, that might be the one I need to work at hooking up first. Okay, that's red, so I think that tells me which network ran out. Ooh, yep, we ran out of coke. Iridian. I cut some stuff off to try and get more stuff going to the power plants, and it wasn't enough. Yeah. So are you a night owl or southern hemisphere-ish? I guess not to say southern hemisphere, that's more opposite side, but some of the populated southern hemisphere tends to be over there, Australia and such not. Alright, so... yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I am definitely not. I tend to kind of wake up when the sun comes up. Alright, so... oh, or it might be that these are full. So we no longer have anything that's actually, yeah, generating the coke. Alright, so yeah, this one, well, it doesn't need to produce anything at this point. It is running some of my other stuff, though, and I wanted to, and I had the steel producing here, which is one of the things I shut off to try and save stuff, but I need sinks, well, I guess there's always Awesome Sink, if it's that. Yeah, unfortunately I need power to run the Awesome Sink to... well, I guess I could... well, this thing was also consuming coke, so that's one reason I shut that down. I guess I could, like, bio an Awesome Sink for a while to free up some space. Is that not special? Okay, it's special. Let's see. We're probably going. We'll just redirect that at this point. Actually, you were taking plastic too. Did that back up? Okay. No. Actually, it looked like that was about the plastic limits. The plastic was moving, but I guess it just wasn't enough. So at the moment, we don't need to sync that. It would almost just need to replace this. If there's space for it. Which they've gotten things a little bit crowded here. Yes, but no. This doesn't say what the power draw is. Ooh! That thing's a biogenerator by itself. I don't know if that would actually net me enough positive. Alright, well that's technically just stopped right now. And this network wasn't super stressed before. I actually had some biomass manufacturing back here for that stuff, but probably what I've got will just be enough to free up a little bit of space. Now, none of this will actually run. So that will, yeah. The problem is, now I need something to bootstrap that. Which, maybe some of these things have a little bit of coal backed up. So plastic does have some place to go, so that side of the stuff can run. Oh, I wonder if... Yeah, I guess you were technically on too. Do you not have anything in you, or can I not access it because it doesn't have power? Apparently you can't access it when it doesn't have power. Well... Actually, this one was never turned on, so that's believable. Do I really want to rebuild the? Let's just hook up a wire. And a belt. And yet that still has power? Thought I ran off the same thing. Oh, that was a change to the power network. So it tried to run for a little bit. Oh, wait, were you... Oh, you were that one. Okay. Oh, well. Same effect. Alright, we've got 6 of these. Oh, produced a little bit of coke. It's still gonna overload. Oh, I don't have enough inventory space to split these real good. And they just got a little bit of coke, which we're just gonna have to deal with. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to like grab all the little bits of coke. Oh, pfft. You're fine. You've got a little bit. You've got a little bit. You're fine. I wonder why they were... Well, these must have been preferential spots on the split is what happened. So you two, we're getting like half of it. 25, 11 coal. For coke. I don't know if it'll last very long, but... Okay. Let's, what do we do? I guess... we do that for a little bit. I'm pretty sure... it's just Wondable. That's the display name. Non-status. There we go. And it disappears as soon as I go to click on it. Status. No, there it is. I didn't actually get to the main menu. That would probably help. Ah, okay. There we go. Okay. Well, yeah, I just assumed you were ready. I probably could have kept on doing a little bit of construction for a minute while you set up. Oh, yeah. Anything that would affect the system state might have to have the same mods on both ends. It depends if it's just kind of like local UI or if it affects gameplay. Uh, did something else? Did something else happen, or you're like, uh-oh, mods? Okay. Alright, so we are making coke again. We've also got an extra power draw going on, so... I don't know if it would be able to support that long term. That seems to be about balanced, though. I guess I'll have to see if any coke builds up again. Now, it will for a little bit at first, just because we've still got the coal in there. And then meanwhile, we want to get some actual coal to... Yep. Alright, that was water. Early water, apparently. Yep. Alright, so this will either have to get split or routed. That one's not being used yet. Oh, we did steel processing here. Oh, yeah, I set my radar tower here, which I haven't really checked on it. That was like right before we left last time. Let's make power if we can do that here. Alright, so we did a steel line out this way, and I wonder if I should move steel. Because that doesn't need to be on the beach. The coal is going to want access to the water. Look, I've got steel pipes out here now. So I might be able to do like a set of 3 here. There's this little beach spot, which is almost back around to here, so maybe down here could work. Here's somebody. Oop. Just take a little swim there. Oops. Thank you. I forgot about that. I turned it off because I thought we were going to do connection stuff. And that was that one. Oh. And he decided to just go take a swim, so he's no longer regretting it. Oh, he's coming back. Another water breathing. Because I don't know if I can get this either. Oh, I forgot to grab cable. Shoot. Well, I'll be able to build some of it. And then this is like actually running my other power plant. Okay. So I've got two little beaches. I don't know if I could actually even do the amount of stuff I was thinking about here. Although maybe I could kind of back up into this area. Alright, let's start with one set. See if we can maybe even just take over the coal and or boost that. Well, where are coal plants going to go? Could we possibly even get a double setting here? Maybe. Net control. Maybe. We might be able to extend up that way too. Well, yeah, I've built up a certain degree of understanding over several hours of play. And some people will also use a lot of the walls and floors and things to get a little bit of a stronger grid. I guess I'm almost like I've seen so much of that in other streams. And I'm I'm also curious just how it works out if you don't do that. Alright, so this is one set of stuff. So if we go for a few more up this way, then we would actually want to have a couple of water generators feeding into a point. Now the piping is one of the... seems like kind of a sore spot right now in terms of getting everything to line up. This is Unreal Engine, and it is very much the same engine. So probably there's a certain degree of sort of like stock components. They just kind of get reused from game to game. Crouching others clearance. Well, that's not even close enough to get around the plants. Yeah, yeah. First test. Can you run the save without without the mods? Well, I mean, I've usually got like 3 auto saves at any given time. So should be fine there. And this is usually where it doesn't like lining up quite right. Maybe it's close enough to have trouble with this. I could work the straight on mode. Okay. Up. So all the ones, no. This one's just a little bit too close. Okay, game. So if that doesn't work and that doesn't work, but that works, could we do something at least like that, or does that become too close then? Yeah, that becomes too close then. To be fair, that pipe alignment stuff might be one of those things where which you think easy to help. Or the grids. Alright, so that's already going down. So I can split it there and go straight. I should be a little bit straighter from up here. Let's see, the coal plant is actually gonna be way the heck over there. Any coal and limestone for anything? Don't want to cross it yet. Another question is, do I want to come in from this side and up? Well, if I do end up doing 3 and 3, one way to do this is to kind of do a thing in the middle. Oop, is that... I'm now over the coal plants. I might not be able to come in from this side. I'd have to go up much higher to pull it off. Next, I had a clearer visualization of exactly where their clearance was. Okay, I guess it is a little bit below the ground. All right. Let's try this again. Main menu. Well, this is a new screen. Oh, interesting. I guess there's a default set of quick binds. Alright, what do you got? We got oil. Coal. You know, you're at a pretty similar spot. I haven't seen this one. Alright, is there like just a different branch? No different branches. Anyway. Now you see, yeah, Jake is doing more of the verticality design. So yeah, so this is all, well, it's not doing all the walls and fancy stuff, but he definitely has floors going on. There he is. Or she is, I guess. These character models. Ah, yeah, never did get around to the color gun. That's sort of similar to what I got. Basic materials, yeah, kind of basic materials. There's the workbench. And oh my gosh, a lot of tubes. Okay, so this is second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9 floors. Okay, there's the iron ingots going up. Oh yeah, and this is the basic start area. Yeah, so you do get these slightly nicer lines here. Let's see. So this is where I did my space elevator. Looks like it might be like just some small-time manufacturing. There's something else over there. Ah, so you're using the water pipe, or the water pond over there for a little bit of coal power. Some big old ramp this way. Floor bonanza. That looks like it's kind of heading towards what I did, where I did my explosives plant. So that's that up area. There is some stuff coming in from over there. Big ramp is for oil. Okay. Well, yeah, because that would go. That would get that way. Here's some copper processing. This floor might be copper processing. Ah, oil ramp. Let's see. Those go up. There's something down here. Okay, so some of these go out that way somewhere. Okay, so that one stops off there. This is not exactly there. Or maybe it is. Oh! I didn't realize there was water out here. Okay. I don't really go over that way much. Okay, so... Oops. Okay, so that did not go directly to oil. Okay, so we got 6 in there. They could potentially... no, they're going 2 to 1, so they're probably not overclocked. Yeah. I wasn't really thinking of this as being one of the close-by sources. Yeah, and it's not too far from that thing, so I guess it could be used for actual power. Anyway. If that's a straight shot to oil, this is not it. Ah, okay, so that's a switchback up there. Yeah, some of the flying ramps in this game can get a little silly. Okay. Bye-bye. Was that an extra materials crate on sitting on top of there? It's just slug hanging out. Yep, I found the kind of way around first, so that's what I did. Oh, and I guess this is technically water kind of up above where that coal is. Well, there's water at the bottom, so it's not necessary, but it could be easier to get it higher. Oop. And just go through the ramp. Yeah, gives nice views. Of course, the long views also tend to be not so great for my frames. Alright. Actually, how is that doing? That wasn't too bad. Maybe the simulation's part of the trouble. Yeah. Ah, okay, so now that's something else. That's a little bit of plastic. Yeah, you've built out your oil a bit more. Oh, this is just a straight pipe to pipe, yeah. Yeah, so you did the thing where you built a floor out over the water. I guess I was trying to make sure I left plenty of water to suck up, but I mean, there's still enough space. Mm-hmm. Wait, so this is residue? Well, we can't really tell right now. Or is that oil splitting off two ways? Yeah, because this is the big oil up here. And this is indeed one pump, because one of these is like most of a pipe. Are you trying to block off some of the things that were spawning over here? Oh! No heads there. And then are you tapped into the other stuff? Oh wait, is this the other stuff? Or is that just a random ground feature? Nope, that's oil. Okay. Wait, did I miss this one? Maybe I missed this one. I should probably rescan down here. Oh, yep, I missed one. At least one. I've seen some other spots that sort of looked like it, but I didn't think they'd shown up on scans. No, I mean I've already been spoiled a lot from streams. I've been yeah. Pretty much just exploring it myself. Alright, so are there any other sections, or is this pretty much it right now? Ah. Yeah, I've heard about that. Okay. Yeah, I'm not... I mean, it's still a little faded out, but I'm not seeing any development at the coal yet. Yep. Can't quite walk under it. Okay, and there's the big ramp. So, do you want help with something, or just want to talk, or what? You know, it's actually showing the exoskeleton gear in model. $2.5 minutes for the trip? Yeah, there seems to be some aspect of the simulation that is hitting my CPU. Because even though I'm still kind of having to load and deal with some of this stuff, I'm not getting the 100% spikes I was on mine. Even with the glass, which I hadn't been using. So, as a client, I might be able to turn some settings back up. Yep, nope, okay. That's basically it. Okay. So, is that like your primary power plant? I think that's probably around as much as I've got in my other valley. I suppose that's some steel over there. Oh. Yep, that's steel. Or power on the other side. Yeah, I saw a few over here. Is that coming up from the little lake valley there? Okay, we got some storage. There's the space elevator at a pretty typical spot. Shh. Wait, is that just a little showcase belt? So can you just drop things on there, or did you have to do some construction and destruction stuff to get them on? Okay, so we've got plates, plates, plates. Although, okay, these are going off different directions. Actually, no. I guess you've got too many plates because these aren't going anywhere. Delete band, okay. Rotor production. There's some project parts perhaps coming from above. Okay, this is more ingots. So this is lots and lots of rods. Which seems to be feeding just pretty much mostly into screws. Yeah, the advice I got from the Discord was to spread out and not use levels, so that's kind of what I aimed for. Well, besides just being curious how it would work out without doing all that crazy stuff. So this is like screw production, pretty much. Is this the elevator? Or do you mean the tubes? I'm not sure that one's on. Ah, okay, yeah. If you took the mods off, you would expect the mods to not work, indeed. But that did look like something deliberate there. Alright, so we got copper, there's obviously wire coming out. Copper, copper, copper. Copper wire. Copper wire, into copper cable. There's some copper sheet. Okay, so this floor is pretty much copper processing. And maybe motors? Well, wait, that's plates and rotors? Oh, that's smart plating. Okay. Yeah, I saw that coming down from above. Alright, so now we've got the steel coming in to steel beams. Yeah, I mean, elevators seems the kind of thing you might expect in a factory. Okay, that's all the steel beams. Looks like we got some steel pipes there. Anything else up here? Is this Versatile Frameworks? Yep. Okay, so you kind of got a level for each project part. Seems like maybe going on. Or maybe it was for the stuff in each level of each tech level. Yeah, there's motors on the tech progression. Could be a nice way to break it up. One receipt. One recipe. Alright, and then we've got encased industrial beams, not necessarily being piped yet. And some stators. Possibly getting piped back down to the motors. And, okay, there's a little bit more. Okay, more reinforced iron plates. Which is just supplemental for something else, looks like. I certainly did a lot of them. Extra smelters? Not being used right now. Yeah, it's handling this much better, so obviously not all of the processing is getting repeated. Oop. Hi! And this is not utilized yet. Yeah, I don't think I've had any drop frames here, so... Some of the like, I guess probably the sort of like off-screen processing I don't have to deal with, whereas the main computer does. Oh wait, there's a tube from here. Ah, little tube junction. So is this my low settings, or does it always have square wheels? Okay, no interesting UI there. That's a very shadowed Garrick there. Oh wait. Oh, is that a level of detail thing? If I'm not gonna be texture quality, I'm actually not sure what that would fall under. Nah, still square. It's a little bit better. That did hit 100% for a second there, though. Hasn't dropped a frame yet. The Fix-It place. Oh, the hub? It's the only Fix-It place I know of. Oh. This one? Yeah, attachments. Oh, vehicle. Yeah, this must be unlocked by something, because I don't have that. Material more chilling out. Alright, where did I... Alright, anything else? Because right now I just have the impression you just wanted to show off a little bit. Okay. Actually, okay. You know, I forgot that you can see people on there. Ta-da! Oh, this is your current project? Yeah, I know there was a bunch of iron back here. Another sky bridge. So I guess that loads it up all nice. Or lines up to smelting. Okay, yeah. All the mines, bring it up. What's up there? Just a little penthouse? It's got a bunch of winded walls. Well, yeah. Right now it seems to be just walls. Okay, so it is a house. House on a rock. Oh, do you have an elevator here? Or is it a ladder? Yeah, pretty good overview. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, if offloading stuff to the computer helps, probably just getting more cores on my computer would help. Okay. Oh, that's the, I guess it's slotted out the space elevator, but we still got the cable. Actually, I've only got my default stuff. I guess it doesn't really matter where I log out. Checkpoint, yes. Oh! Interesting, I've never seen that screen before. I guess it's something with switching worlds. Am I gonna want to wait for me to get up and down here? Well, in my other spot, I had the diagonal conveyor belt. I don't think a diagonal conveyor belt would work here. I mean, I was just trying to get there, and I did find that one like kind of underpass area. Yeah, too steep, too long. Yeah. Did I? Okay. Yeah, we got a poison spot. Have I actually been here? I mean, I've been around a lot of places here, so probably, but I'm actually not sure I've taken this exact path. There's definitely some bits here. Ah, of course. Man, this thing just been sitting here this whole time. And we need another spot. Alright, where the heck did I come from? Okay, so the oil is that way. I had the oil coal is generally that way. What's with the... I guess that means we're like still technically using this thing. Yeah, we've had a few little frame drops. It's not too bad yet. Oh, I should probably pick these up before we build over them. Oh. Pfft. That was not all the way, in fact, all the way through the floor. Right, I'm full now. I'm gonna try to pick that up later. Alright, so we're gonna have... That's only going to be an efficient split if we end up doing another 6, but we'll see. Or another 3 for a total of 6. Alright. We did get power running. I don't know if it could run a pump. Oh, nope, it died again. Oh no, because this is the steel stuff. So I don't even have a cable down here. Yeah. I do kind of like going through things and figure it out myself, but co-op might be nice sometime. Alright, so I guess we're back at this to get started. Oh, I haven't done power for any of this anyway. Alright. Oh, you know what? That doesn't help any. I actually need... to run this. So this should give me enough headroom to run the steel and then maybe help out the other area. We'll have to see. Ooh, my gosh, we've actually got some shadow effects here. It's not hurting too bad right now, maybe because I'm down in the valley. Okay, we've got 2. Alright, so we've kind of got that stuff right up there. Oh, is the walking path is through that stuff, isn't it? Hmm. Oh, you know what? I'm probably gonna end up with some coal plants. Yeah, that's gonna be encroaching clearance. Okay, maybe swing that a little bit too wide. I think I see if I can make this look kind of okay. And the only thing is, don't think these. Yeah. Ramps. Amazing. I don't think these can snap to these, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't know if you... I didn't see if you had unlocked these walkways. They're really great for getting up to high places. Oh, that's right. I want to get up here to hook up power. Okay. Where do we want to hook you? Now it's kind of for the pump, and I'm gonna have more pumps if this continues. We got enough water. Now this I kind of just connected up here, which... Well, good thing we got these guys on. Okay, so that's going to power on, like, all of the steel stuff, which is going to take a chunk out of it. Although some of it's already backed up already, so it's not going to be on full. Alright, so that is at least covering its own power. Okay, good night, Jake. Thanks for having me over. Okay, so that should be all joined in with their other stuff here. And we also have a... and that's the coal line. But we've also, well, not quite a backup of coke, but okay, that's not a backup, that's a steady stream. But this is our capacity here, so we're okay here. And as we just saw... oh... did I build on top of this? Oh, no, I haven't really built on top of this. That's why these guys are right down here. Oh, and you came back too. Yeah, well, this area kind of has to be rebuilt anyway. Okay. But I've still got lots of coal over there. Oh, and for this to continue eating rubber... okay, so it's definitely on and off. Has that been an appreciable? Not terribly much. Right. So I can only fully stuff those. Well, I shouldn't necessarily. It's like I can add coal capacity. I guess it's being fed with coal. It's a little bit moot, but it does burn the power of the water pump. And I'd have to boost the miner to actually feed that much coal, so maybe we just underutilize it for now, and we've got that in our pocket if we need to. I could go out to 4 plants, you just wouldn't be able to fully utilize them. Yep. I wouldn't have the water to fully utilize them without doing something there. Oh, and yep, there goes... now we're moving too fast. I usually get to the point where alarm drop frames, so... of course, I was up high there a little bit. So that may have been the view distance in particular. If I'm not using any more power than what these are, what's being used right now, one pump might technically be able to supply all of these. It wouldn't, I guess, it wouldn't really do anything if you were not utilizing it. Okay. And I think we've got another little beach over there too, which would certainly be a different way to break it down. We've got something here. Oh, and this is where I came up with short end cable. Okay, we got some wire. What's the production rate on that? Of course, for everything well, I don't know if I'm not necessarily doubling the plants right now. Okay, there's also workbenches over there. Okay, we can make... That's a whole lot of crafting. Well, I don't need actually that many things. In fact, if we're not going to go super capacity right away... In fact, I've built, what, like one generator already? One or two. And then we're going to be able to run some power lines. Where's my pipe? Yeah, maybe they're starting to back up a little bit. No, we're not going home. We're not going home. Okay, we only need one. Yeah, you stuck out a little bit, which is going to be a pain later. Yeah. But maybe we got too close to the rocks back here. Or maybe there's just a lot of stuff in the way. Because I just need to collect all this stuff in my inventory. Huh, that didn't like nuke everything. Oh, maybe it doesn't nuke stuff it can't pick up? Okay, we just switched over. Oh, no, I've still got that. There we go. I might just want to pick some of that up later. For the filter plant. Still kind of high. Is there like is it like one corner? Yeah, okay, so I guess it's just this corner. Well, we got, okay, so we technically built two of them. So this got a little crowded, but if we did want to extend, and you see this thing actually did kind of end up in a spot I might want to use, but we can just kind of put these out farther, just in case we do want to get. Oh, you little. Where did you come from? Okay. Like to swim too, huh? That's pretty bizarre. Ooh, yeah, that's right on the platform. That might even be a little bit close. What is it about the middle one? Okay, not just the middle one. Yeah, that little bend probably means it's just a little bit too low. We need to get this thing up closer so it picked up as much rise as it can. Meanwhile, we can start refilling the pipes. Oh, I overloaded that one. We can do you temporary for now. So I guess I could, plates allowing, combine these onto one belt and just upgrade the belt. Alright, you still need power. I guess we won't just run you off this end because it's here. Yeah, a little bit too close. Alright, so you'll be 60 in. Oops. We should have enough. We're just going to change how it's split at the bottom here. Let's see. Some part of this is going to have to be more. Oh yeah. I pretty much have to deconstruct that to get the box. Okay, water's filled out nicely. Alright, so I did have this come down and split here. My original intent for that was split between these two. But now we kind of need to... So I guess if this is our first split back into 60-60, we're going to want to do something like... And this might end up being awkward positioning. Case in point. Just a little bit awkward. Was that on the conveyor? Well, it's sort of in the conveyor. Actually, my intent was to kind of have these still maybe slightly separate networks? Maybe? Right, because you've got the entire other plant on you. This just has this one little partial set now. But it's kind of all extra capacity right now. Is that where we want you? It's probably not how we want to connect this. Oh, we overloaded it going here. And then off to pumps and stuff. And then you joiks. Of course, maybe there's other guys up around this way too. I haven't actually gone here this way before. I don't think. Well, I kind of got stuff up here. Now, there were some borers up in this area at one time. They might have gotten scared off by the oil processing here. Oh yeah, how's this thing doing? Yep. Oh, phew. Okay, I guess it's running positive. That might just mean I'm not sending enough stuff up here. Of course it is. So this is where we kind of cross-linked these things. You did that and those. Unfortunate. Alright, you're tier 2 belt, right? We could actually have most of it going there. And yet it holds. Oh, no, that was a little bit down. Now if we can actually sink it, I don't know. What did I have? Oh. Well, sending more coke that way will potentially allow us to use more rubber. Up until the point that we've made too many circuit boards. And I guess it's a good thing we've got booster power to just kind of keep things running. Okay, let's see. So I kind of wanted one power plant for each of those. I was thinking of building larger power plants, but I think it might be sufficient to just kind of take the edge off. Well, we needed additional power up here in order to do the additional steps. Whether the power we've added will be sufficient for the number of additional steps we need to do is another question. Certainly, this side, especially, has enough surplus power at the moment that I could do. I dropped a bunch of materials, so. Yeah, that's where I need the heavy frames and quartz oscillators. I forgot about that. That's why I've been keeping those. So someday we'll do a radar tower out here. Get up on one of these little hills. And then we've got quad iron. There's another deuterium right here. There's another coal out here that we haven't even tapped yet. There's the geyser. I feel like up around here was our coal plants. All right, so we are at circuit boards. So we're probably going to want to do lifter. Yeah, I guess I'm probably looking at this ramp. Although if the Caterium, I forget which of these is the Caterium deposit. So I was probably aiming for this little ramp here. Huh. Let's see. Well, because I was short on cable, I'm definitely not gonna... Or it's not gonna be convenient to do... To like, just build potential coal capacity here. So there's our original plant. Okay, so this is the booster plant. Okay. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. So that one's barely moving. Well, these might still be filling up a little bit, but they probably are under heavier load. Whereas if the steel here has filled up, okay, so the concrete's still moving. We're still making industrial beams. We haven't quite filled up on regular beams. We have, okay. And then this is, are we... Yeah, if we want it faster, we would boost concrete, actually. I don't currently need industrial beams here. I probably do have extra copper here. I could also be doing for just miscellaneous supplies. I don't remember if I tapped any of the iron with the idea of having miscellaneous supplies. Although I'll have the other little iron water thing up there. Have we tapped filters at all? A little bit. Oh. I have extra coal. You're probably full, though. Yeah. Well. Limestone. Needs organs. Like mycelio is something I had over here. Don't remember what all my bins were. Okay, so we still got biomass. What did I have these set for? Wood. Oh, you're still working on your alien organs. Okay, so no shortage of biomass. In fact, I guess I could have done a biomass production plant out here. Actually, since I ended up throwing out the one bit of wood. Although I'm going to end up carrying the odd bit there. Wait. alien organs. Odd bit. Oh! I wanted to replace my emergency parachutes. Alright, we don't actually need those for anything. I forgot to get a hard drive analysis going. There's still so much oil I can do out here. I just need to know what I need to do with it. Oh, and random circuit boards. Which maybe I need back at Hub at some point, but we know where to get them. Alright, so we did coal booster plant. Could possibly be expanded at some point. I guess I could go back, get the parts, and set up a radio tower. There's a Mercer sphere or something around there. Probably just time to start winding down now. Whoop. Not you. I mean, that place is itself a little high up. Those coal plants might have excess power. There's not a real good visualization of how the range relates to the map. I mean, the radar tower itself has a sort of visualization of its relative range. Progress? Anything for you? Oh. We're not really a research thing anymore. We had some heat sinks. Alright, we're thinking maybe 2, which cable. maximum scannable area. Oh, you can have tower names. Nope, I don't have that one mapped. Yeah, so there's no... I mean, maybe I've got a hilltop here and there. Okay, it definitely doesn't get out here. So I don't have a real good sense of what the scannable area is. It's definitely less than this, though. And we've got no visualization of what it is. Get wrong pipe. Alright, so this place might be okay because it's a little bit high up. And it's got an independent and relatively untaxed power supply. From the looks of things, I'm actually going to need a lot of these if you want any kind of realistic coverage. Because this did not reach to here, so this is not going to get me a whole heck of a lot either. Well, that's kind of off into the void. Although, once again, it seems like there's something out there, but it's like no man's land. So we've got the far corner here, which I guess this is probably even higher if I wanted to get up there. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was a Mercer Sphere or something. Or actually, is this the... That might be the one that's showing there. And then that one is just not even on the map? Oh yeah, I'm not even looking at something that's... Yeah, that's this thing. Which I've been out on this one. Actually, I think it's about level with that. I'm probably gonna want something over here for that stuff. Actually, up here might not be a bad zone. I've been up there, but it's been a little while. And technically, there's a bunch of stuff up here I haven't been to. Oop, somebody came back. Yep, got multiples. Okay, he did die. He just looked like it. He was crowded up there. Yeah, just walk over your friend. Yeah, so they do that short range thing whenever you're close. Ah, he was already shooting. Alright, where are you? Or were you? Oh, that's why I can't see it, because I technically haven't explored this yet. I mean, the radar tower would need help with that. We can get even higher here. Okay, we haven't even seen the top of this thing. It's not showing that as a waypoint. I mean, probably not going to come up here very often. I mean, kind of trying to leave some of this stuff behind just in case I find myself in need of it. But this is not exactly standard running area. Yep, sounds like a slug or Mercer sphere or something. Maybe it's inside of there? Or it's like in a cave underneath here. Okay, so we still got top of that thing technically, which has a slug on it. Oop. Yep. So this is probably about like the highest sort of standard. Well, like one of those things has a pretty good platform on it. Do you want to go all the way out there? Floor too steep. Alright, while I'm up here, I didn't really check on the supplies for this. Oh, I actually need to go all the way up there. And then some. Yep. Okay, not the greatest angle. Encroaching others' clearance. Yep. I always do that. I might have to do the stairs if I can't get something to work out here. Okay, too much foundation. Nothing I can see from here on top of those. Oh. A little bit too far away. I hear a scurrying. Well, he'll show up when he shows up, I guess. Of course. Oh, this is one of the places with the spider cave inside of it. I'm pretty sure I've been in there already. And it just kind of like restores itself. Because I blew a holes in a couple of things, and this is... oh yeah, in fact, it has remembered that I blew it open. I didn't really check on the power effect of that. I mean, it seemed to be fine. Alright. We need to get high-speed connectors, but that's bound to be another significant project. Oh, I was thinking this might be a spot for the radar tower. I just have to go back through there. I have to get up. It might be easier to kind of come through this way and get up on one of these hills. And I feel like a lot of the stuff this direction is lightly explored at best. Oh, that's my sulfur spot over there. Huh. This is a little bit of a detour from straight line. Oh, yep. I mean, I guess it's theoretically possible to build a bridge over there. Unless there's an out-of-bounds zone. Oh. Hey, Aaron, how's it going? I was really just about to wrap up. Trying to get sucked into another project tonight. Let's see, that's research stuff. I did pick up some of these things. Actually, I guess sloops would go in there. Did I put... No. Where did I put silica? That's unusual materials. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I think I should work on the Elm stuff a little bit at night, and then just wasn't feeling in the mood for it tonight. Okay, we definitely got that. I think this box had mycelia, and then limestone we're gonna have too much of. Yep, and one more slug. We are currently on yellow. That's yellow. What else do we got? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think mine... Maybe it's more like a 2013-ish. But when I do stream from there, I actually... what's the name of it? It's like NVI or something. Basically, it does a much less encoding, very, very large network traffic over to my other computer, which does the encoding and then actually does the streaming. Since I've got two computers, if you don't have two computers handy, that obviously doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I got the MacBook Air figuring, yeah, there's lots of developers using it. I mean, it works fine for straight-up development. NDI, like Network Display Interface or something. There's a free plugin for OBS. I mean, they sell they sell the technology and some other things like direct connects to cameras and professional video equipment. But there's the free plugin for OBS, and it can both send and receive. Alright, I probably need to do more sorting. Yes, I mean, it's still a very heavy load, and it's very, very heavy load in the processor, but it does, you know, for me, it reduced the number of dropped frames. Ah, okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, and if that laptop could handle it, you can just stream directly from there. Well, maybe just getting it on a different computer would just make your performance a little snappier, you know, just reaction speed wise, even if it could handle it without dropping frames. Oh, I had a hard drive going. Alternate Nobelisks are not an issue. I no doubt they will become an issue. Standard recipe is 510. 3 per minute. So that's twice the production rate. So realistically, it's producing 4. So you'd have to compare that to 2040. The oscillators are really expensive, though, and I don't currently have them anywhere near where I'm doing... Well, I'm currently producing them in a place where I could get sulfur and coal. I'm not currently producing steel there. Also don't need to mass produce them just yet. So we've got rubber cable. Well, these are both plastic things to improve... What do I need for... What do I need? So I've got high-speed connectors, which need cable, and we're currently using rubber in our production process for these. There's... But I think I have... We have an alternate for... Wait. I've already got a... Oh, that's a Caterium rubber recipe. We've got Caterium there. Okay. So we've already kind of got something sort of in that space. Do I have any alternates for... I've got a steel plastic plate. And we are producing some steel over in the oil area. And we've got copper with heavy oil residue. We've also got some copper and heavy oil residue there. Interesting. Actually, the residue, I mean, we've just been burning it off. We just put it in a coal booster plant. So a little bit of copper. Yeah, we've already got a couple interesting options for that one. I mean, this is another option. And it's a very high speed option at that. Now this, I'm assuming, just increases my yield by using the plastic, which if you've got oil and you're a little short on iron, maybe that's a thing. And I don't necessarily have coal at my other oil place. Yeah, so these are both similar-ish to things I have. Oh, other point of question. One of the things I need to do with the high-speed connectors is I think make the computers. Which are more cables and plastic. So I'm going to have to make some plastic and send up there. Which plastic would normally be the ingredient in the circuit boards, but we did an alternate for that. Huh. Or we take our other big oil thing, send it over that way. Get a whole bunch of plastic. Well, if I'm producing stuff, I'll be producing more residue so I could run more power plants, but I might need to push up my coal production as well to run all of that. And that's 10 circuit boards for one computer. Yeah, I don't think, well, I don't see what the usage rate, but if it's 2.5 computers, it's gonna be like 25 circuit boards per minute, maybe? And individually, they're 7.5. We're doing maybe 4 producers. I don't know how fast they're going. No, you're 5, so you're actually a little bit slower. Well, oh, I guess that the plates might be an issue for heavy modular frames, which could be an issue at some point. But right now I'm looking at significant cable production in my future. So that's another option. Alright, so high-speed connectors is going to be the next thing. Do I have any other notes? Because I didn't really change a whole lot. Okay, steel is back on. Other areas of that still need to rebuild. Got radar towers. I can theoretically make the rifle cartridges, improve quartz oscillators. repeaters and high-speed connectors. Just getting all the parts made, and then there's even more. There's still some stuff in this tech level before I even get to project parts. I kind of want to get project parts going, just because I know they're going to be really slow, and I'm just kind of let them run as I work on some of the other technologies. But that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Thanks to subscribers for supporting me and maybe every once in a while paying for a game. Thanks to all the people who hosted me. This is not a usual streaming time for me. It just kind of wanted to play some more tonight. Next big session for this should be Friday. I don't think there's anything unusual going on this week. So hopefully we'll dive into that there. And good night.